Hey, good morning, son. Good morning. Good morning, son. Really? Really? You want to tell YouTube? Your mommy. Good boy. Love you. Good morning, baby. So, what I was just showing you is this morning, I made my morning drink. This is apple cider vinegar. Did you get to say goodbye to Daddy? Did you get to say goodbye to your daddy? So yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. I get to say goodbye to Daddy. So this is my morning water that you're supposed to sip on it throughout the day. It's good for several things, allegedly. Apple cider vinegar in your water, that is. It's supposed to be 2 teaspoons per 16 ounces, which breaks down to 1 teaspoon per cup, obviously. But anyway, I get my water, I drink a gulp out of it, I pour in 2 teaspoons of my organic apple cider vinegar, which is expensive as hell. Then I sprinkle in a little cinnamon. Then I squeeze in, this is a peppermint tincture that I made, and so I squeeze in a few drops of peppermint tincture. I make my tincture with vegetable glycerin and not with alcohol, just so you know, whole grain alcohol. I'm not juicing up my juice here. And I sprinkle in cinnamon. I prefer Ceylon cinnamon. Really? I did that twice. Ceylon cinnamon. But it's difficult, really difficult for me to find, so when I run out, I just go ahead and use regular cinnamon because it regulates your blood pressure and it's good for people with diabetes and all that stuff. So the apple cider vinegar in your water is good for you in general for a number of reasons. I know a lot of sisters use it for your hair rinses. Hey, boo-boo. A lot of you use it for your hair rinse, but I noticed when I pour it in my water, it stinks like ass. So I figured what better way to muffle that odor than to use my peppermint tincture, which is also good for me, and cinnamon. So that way I'm killing several birds with one stone and having my daily water intake, as well as the apple cider vinegar drink. But yeah, without my peppermint tincture and cinnamon, it really stinks like ass. You know, making it more difficult to tolerate in terms of drinking. I'm going to get into shape so I don't look like a fat old lady when I go. So this is going to be a team reunion series where I show you week to week, sometimes daily, what's going on. So you know, the first thing I do in the morning is my apple cider vinegar water with peppermint tincture and cinnamon. Boom! And I also drink regular water because even though I know some people, it's better than nothing at all. And because I know that some people think that as long as you drink something that's made with water, tea, hell, some people say diet soda, then you getting your water intake. I believe it's not water unless it's water, so I still drink water as well. So I'm now going to make some breakfast, which is going to consist just of oatmeal today. Usually I'll do some eggs. You know how I do my eggs. I've shown you guys on a couple of occasions how the deliciousness of the eggs that I make. And incidentally, as a domestically challenged woman and tomboy, I didn't know how to cook at all except eggs, because breakfast was my favorite food. So of course I needed to know how to make them. So I've always known how to make eggs, if nothing else. Anyway, I can cook now because I've been gardening, and that has enhanced my sense of flavors and culinary creativity. But anywho, just wanted to stop in during my morning regimen and let you guys know what was going down. And apparently my handsome son wanted to be a part of it. You wanted to be a part of it, boo? You did. Okay, it's your world. It's your world, baby. Your world. This lady in front of me just been all the entire way over in her cartoon leggings, driving her Suburban. Girl. So I had a tipsy rant last night while Mr. was upgrading and fixing and adjusting handling the cable internet phone situation. I realize everybody's having issues with that right now. Okay. I'm gonna be getting hot and cold on the regular apparently lately, so deal with it, people. When you see me taking breaths and swigs of water and putting my scarf on and off and taking my hat on and off and gloves and jacket and putting my hair up and letting it down, and then you know what's going on. But to be fair, I haven't had hot flashes like I had them for those. It was about a month or so I was having them. Like, woo. When I was younger, I always had more mature friends, older friends, and therefore older. I can't use that. Those two things are not synonymous with one another to me, because the people I tended to attract, they happen to be older. But that's because of the mature people there are, they are most often older. But that doesn't mean that older people are going to be mature. You know. You don't believe me? Just watch. I've always generally been attracted to more mature people, and they would, again, tend to be older. So the key word is mature, because although older men were attracted to me, I was not receptive to older men who generally were attracted to younger women. To me, when you're older, whether it's men or women, if you're an older person and you tend to be, older man, younger woman, younger man, that type of thing, that means to me that your mentality is not mature enough. You don't have the you don't have the game for an adult individual. So naturally, or the general mentality, that's your peer group, because you don't have no sense, they don't have no sense, you belong together. So that's a whole nother story. My point is that I said all that to say that my hot flashes have subsided. That's what I do. I take the scenic route. That kills me when people make blanketed statement and say men do this or women do this, and then they say something that actual mature adult men and women don't even do. like all men cheat, or men are tempted by a woman's body and this and that and so forth. The men that you consider men are, the men that I consider men, they admire a person with a great body, and they are attracted. It's attractive to them, but they know better than just to go by what a person looks like. Same thing with females. Someone was saying that women are under more pressure to look a certain way than men are. And the thing about that is, I know that it is your truth. I know that it is the truth of 99.9% of society. I know that it's a general truth. But that don't stop it from being hilarious to me. Because it's hilarious to me in terms of the people that I consider mature adult men and or women. Like, from my perspective, in my world, it's like, what the fuck kind of grown ass woman is overly concerned? I mean, we all want to look a certain way, but what kind of grown ass woman is overly concerned about what another motherfucker thinks about how she looks, how she should look? What do I care about your opinion? Your opinion and decisions are running your entire life into the ground. So what do I look like caring about what you think about mine? You know, that's like getting relationship advice from reality TV people. Which, by the way, you guys do. You actually go to them for relationship advice. Which is also ironic, because you have all the advice in the world about what they should do when they go through their fabricated bullshit. Like, I can't even...